Old school, new school, need to learn though.
Welcome back to Old School, New School.
That was my I gotta say the new school. So when you say old school, it's well, don't worry about it. Welcome back to Old School, New School. I'm sincere.
I'm Sport Brooklyn, and this dude is getting on my nerves already.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you gotta remember the cues.
It's from the gate.
All right,
from the
whatever,
gate.
man. All right, listen, I'm not gonna.
We
get
back.
Into it
We
with
took one. We had a week off.
Yeah, motherfuckers was lazy.
I was
shit.
sick. I was
you
sick.
was sick. Yeah,
I was sick. I was.
I was ready. I was full throttle.
He was not no full
I was
throttle.
going. I was focused.
Full throttle. You
I
was
was-
at like.
It was
quarter
gonna be
tank.
just new school, no old school. But I was like, I want
That's
to
whack.
keep the. Yeah, I mean, you.
See, he said, "Yeah, that's whack, bro."
No, but earlier you said that you was gonna do just old school. When I said fuck that shit, you was like, I'm gonna do just old school.
Yeah, old school's better.
And I'm
anyway.
Spud Brooklyn.
Everybody know old school's better.
I mean,
Old school's better.
I can't even front because earlier I was bumping all the old school joints,
That's right.
so I can't stop.
That's right. That's
But
right.
new school, we the future. So I mean, hey,
And you need the old school to guide you.
all right, bro.
With that being said, let's get on with the show.
We here. Speaking of some new school motherfuckers, DaBaby.
The baby. I
Bro.
just saw the footage
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah.
of like the super smack. Like,
Yo, that was
wow.
the living taste out of mouth. Like,
Yeah, I did. And
Crazy.
he made a comment about he did a post about it. It wasn't
yeah,
he
to
didn't
apologize. It was a female on the other side of the phone.
know phone.
But even still, it's a way to handle your fans because they're there for you. So
Yeah.
it's like you kind of have to know how to maneuver. You have bodyguards for that particular reason. Security.
Yes, even between the fans and knowing how to maneuver around your fans. With all the stuff that he's been going through as of lately, like, you want to minimize any negative interactions you can possibly have.
That's a fact.
And this just keeps him in that light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when he gets into another courtroom, they'll look at this as, antics, behavior.
Yeah.
So, artists got to be very mindful of when you sign up for something,
You gotta know
things
how to
come
move.
along
yeah,
with it.
you gotta know how to move.
You know what I mean? I get people are thorough and people keep it 100. And
He from Carolina
they
too,
wanna
so
be
you know how
street-
we get down, baby.
here we
you
go
know
with
how
this
we get
Carolina
down, folks.
shit.
You know what I'm talking
you
about?
need to talk to him. The boy running around here like he ain't got no brains. I
Yo,
don't know if that's what y'all do.
Yo, Brandon from Rock Nation, let's get that going. Let's get that set up. You know what I mean?
Straighten it out.
Cause he from Carolina, but he born in Brooklyn, but he Carolina.
Carolina.
So that's what we
Yes,
do, man.
so-
we kind of we really in the trenches. So
But that
You
ain't
have to
working
know how
for
to-
him because it's just gonna mess up his money.
it is kind of annoying. Yes, you're right.
It's gonna mess up his money. And then the people around him, like, I don't think he got the proper people around him.
He don't.
If you
Don't.
reaching that stardom, like, he's having a nice boom, especially his entry into the game. You gotta be careful of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
'Cause
already
it's
got
still
arrested
early.
for something that his mans and them did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, doggy, let's get
Yeah.
it together. And this behavior gets put onto hip hop continuously.
And it's whole.
Yes, and it's
Not
all, like,
just him.
That behavior
Yeah, it's everybody.
represents hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
It's like
everybody.
you can't take hip hop nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We look
And-
bad. We the only motherfuckers doing shit.
And I
Like
get it.
crazy.
I get it. You know, she was all in his face with the light.
And I think she hit him a little bit. I don't think she meant to hit him. But again, it was a dark club. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So she
yeah.
didn't know he was that close, and he couldn't tell who the fuck it was. You just seen a bright ass light in the corner of your peripheral. You just like, bro, I'm trying to get to the stage to perform for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
it's
But
like, damn.
you still got to be mindful.
of course,
Of that.
Kevin Gates used to do that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Kevin
and that
Gates.
kind of ruined his situation.
Yeah, nobody really talked.
Nobody really want to, like,
book him or not.
book him or really work with him or, so artists got to be very mindful of their behavior,
Yeah.
or just entering the game, period.
Period. Yeah.
They think they have a different perspective or a certain perspective of how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a business. It's a job. It's a career. And with those things come a certain guideline.
Yeah.
There's a certain behavior. There's a certain action that you have to actually display and conduct in order to continuously be successful
Yes.
or
Yes.
prosperous, productive in that direction.
Yeah.
And I don't see, like, I like the kid music.
You know how we do.
I don't have none of his stuff in my playlist or nothing like that.
I mean, I got a couple.
But
That's
he's
Carolina.
enjoyable. He's a happy guy.
He ain't happy. He's hyper.
He's smiling every time I turn around. The boy's smiling something. Like, it's cool.
It's
cool.
image, you know what I mean?
It's cool.
He
You know
funny.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But his behavior, goddamn, bro. Like,
I think people get caught up in their product and being the business, but also your conduct is a business
I
as
like
well.
that.
So it's product and it's conduct. I think you still have to.
School.
I try to do my love. I try to do my thought.
The young boy got something to say. The young boy got something to say.
I mean, even with how we move and we go to these meetings and we go to these events and we gotta move right. Yeah. Politics as usual, like Hope said.
Most definitely. You do have to apply yourself properly to maximize the situation.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to still be in the street, then I'm going to do street shit.
And get fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Industry. But if you in the industry, you got to actually start conducting yourself outside. I'm not saying compromise who you are.
Nah.
But also understand your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
And a lot of artists don't understand their situation. Period.
The new motherfuckers, especially.
A lot of new ones. School, there was a situation with
Meg the Stallion.
The Stallion.
And that was business.
That's business. Yeah, that wasn't really
Super
conduct.
Business.
That's business, and that goes again. Not understand. So let's break it down. She was signed to
1501. Then 300 signed to Kevin Lyles now.
And they signed her. So she got two contracts running wild.
Yes, but 300 is the bigger.
Of course, you know, and they're gonna have more control.
Over her. Yeah.
So who was the one holding her back?
1501.
1501. Who she signed to first?
Yeah, Carl Crawford.
And do we know or do we have any information on why?
She owed them money. The guy said that she stopped paying them. I guess she got blinded by 300. And you forget, I'm signed to two people. You forget that you're signed to two people. You get plus when you've had such a big year like DaBaby, she's been on fire. When you have a big year like that, you tend to kind of like forget shit,
what's going on.
Yeah,
not really mindful of it.
Because the indie label who built you up, they're like still at the bottom.
Gotcha.
They're not 300. 300 is like close to a major, so it's a different type of business quality. Getting it set up, but
so her not understanding that, which it could have.
She was 20.
She was 20.
Youngin. Most people and kids do.
A lot of times, situations like that, what happens, and I don't know in her circumstances, but I know a lot of younger artists when they have to take into consideration is when they signing with, in the first stages of their career, when they signing with someone, to excel in their career, what they don't tend to realize is as you're traveling. There's going to be other people, other entities that latch on and then going to take control. But don't forget to take care of home team. Or
that's Texas.
Even if it ain't home team, don't forget to take care of the beginning stages.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it gets to the point where everyone thinks it's supposed to happen. You supposed to grind for me. It's a job. It's a business. We have an ultimate goal.
We a team.
So I could understand 1500 saying like, nah, I don't want you. 1501.
300 is not 15. Okay.
Look, 1501, 300, whatever the situation.
His age is showing through. I
turned 41 tomorrow.
Okay, bro. I wanted to say it. You threw a monkey wrench in what I was trying to say.
I love it. I ain't got no
added to you forgetting.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay.
No problem with that.
We going up too. You know what I mean? Well, I ain't going up.
You know what I mean? Just don't do no baby shit, all right?
You a hater.
But artists, young artists most definitely gotta tighten up. And just take it more serious like a business. They'll invest their time. Peep this. Somebody would pay for a feature, right?
You were talking about this shit earlier.
Right? They'll pay for a feature for a big artist, right? They'll do all the studio time. They'll get the Instagram promotion package.
Yeah.
They might even buy some SoundCloud spins.
Yeah.
Right? They'll pay DJ Bootleg to go on some radio station and just take videos on Instagram and be standing there waiting until 2 a.m. for them to play the record.
Oh my God.
And don't even buy the beat.
Yo.
Don't even buy the beat.
Why? Like what is that going to do for you?
That don't make no sense. You know what I'm
saying? And if the producers sue you, he can sue the big artist too because you on the record.
You on the record. Like,
so it's like,
but
that's business.
It's business. And I think that's one of the aspects of like hip hop. I don't want to just say the music business, but in hip hop, that's not really promoted for the younger artists. It's business. It's more marketing. you know, and the perspective and the projection
Mm-hmm.
of how an artist looks and how they behave. But business is one of, I mean,
And most artists were dumb. Let's be 100. Like back in the day, like the labels wanted to take control of the artists. Like you had a handful who were smart, like the Smokey Robinsons and the Ray Charles, who kind of learned. But
I wouldn't say dumb.
Not dumb, but they weren't educated enough.
They weren't educated, but
Sorry
a lot
for
of
that,
and even
Not dumb, but
even them.
you still want to know your business.
Yeah, even them back in the days, a lot of them made better deals.
Oh shit.
Than the artists now who are in a better predicament to gain more with the resources. They
don't even know
the
it.
information,
social media,
the knowledge, the social media. Yeah. They're in a better predicament to gain more. But a lot of older, like Ray Charles got his masters
off the real.
He couldn't even see.
No, yo, alright.
No, I'm just like,
don't do that.
No, I'm not trying to make fun.
That's my cousin.
I'm not trying to. Hey, yo, if anybody,
bro,
anybody on live, anybody viewing this, right?
Bro,
why is it that I gotta say this? Why is Southerners always everybody they cousin?
Yo,
everybody they cousin.
Bro, Dave Chappelle. Man, I ain't even going through the list, bro. I'm just saying.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah, everybody your cousin.
I call.
Oh, I got a phone call. Iron Man. I call him back. Yo, Iron Man. Oh. I gotta call him back. I don't want to have. I want to take the call on the air.
Do that shit.
I want to take the call on the air. Take the call on the air.
Yeah, see what's up. Tell him that we filming.
Hey, yo, Iron Man.
Yo, what up?
Yo, you are live right now on Old School, New School, man. We're filming right now, so I got you live on the air.
What up? Is Old School, New School?
Old School, New School. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were talking right now about artists, young artists not understanding and respecting business.
Mm-hmm.
What's your quick take on that? What do you think about artists today compared to artists back in the days?
Well, right now they got access to more information on how to conduct their business. You said business, right?
Yes, business.
Back in the days, people used to get jerked, and it wasn't. It was to their ignorance, to their thirst, and not having the right people around them, and not having the right resources. Now you got those resources. You could do your own homework, like some artists out there that, you know, they try to go indie and they do their thing. Some are successful, some are not so successful. But I think that the game is still the game. It's just different players. You know, some people
follow
the blueprint of those who've been successful in the past, and they successful, and but some don't, and they fall into these contracts.
I agree. Yeah, we were talking. We started out with DaBaby and his behavior that possibly could ruin a lot of his business situations, and we was talking about Megan Thee Stallion with her dual contracts, and they stopping her with music and not understanding the business aspects of that. So you called right in the middle of that, my brother. So I didn't want to not take the call, but since you was on the air, I just wanted an extra opinion on that. So we could rap about that even more.
Well, what you want to get into first, DaBaby?
No. We hit that already. We hit that already. My man says
about to go in.
I'm glad I could contribute, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my bro.
Bro.
Right after the show, I'm gonna hit you back, my brother.
No problem.
All right, cool.
Peace out.
Peace. That was like you kind of said that with just now. You know, artists back then were kind of thirsty or fast and didn't understand business.
I didn't mean dumb. Let me be politically correct, because is actually Spud is he's my guy who's PC. I don't really do PC. I'm so direct. I'm SD. I'm SD. So direct. You mad politically correct. So
I'm really not politically correct.
You have a little urban intellectual. You're a thespian.
I'm gonna smack
Kevin
Hart when I see him. When I see Kevin Hart, I'm be like, "You got my man talking crazy right now."
No, you a
wow, hold that.
Yo, like DaBaby did the girl.
Yeah, like straight up.
Duh. Okay.
I'm a DaBaby the situation.
You just have a thespian intellect when you talk. It's urban though, but it's slang.
I'll take that, man.
You know
Thank
what I
you.
mean? No
Thank
doubt,
you.
son.
I appreciate that, my brother.
He's 41 tomorrow.
Yes,
you know
I will be 41.
No more calling him E40. You know what I mean?
Only you call me that dumb shit.
No, because it makes sense.
Get out of here.
He was 40. All right, bro.
But the rap game.
And he old school.
Yes, I am old school.
But he don't like E40.
I'm proud to be it.
Let me call E40. You saw what he did the big.
Yeah, he surrounded big. But that's another discussion we can talk about.
Yeah, all right.
But rappers, right? So, and the conflict in music business tends to fall around rappers
all the time. Yes,
most of the time. It falls around hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying other genres of music do not have artists being robbed
No.
or having artists doing misconduct, but we're under a spotlight different.
You know what it is? And this is crazy. I love our people. But you know how, like, they say, quit acting black.
Yeah.
Y'all acting black. Yo, we gotta be the black. We gotta be wilding out, man.
But you see, but it's also motivated by what's being revealed.
Media.
You know what I'm saying? Again, there's artists in all genres. I watched the interview by one of an artist who won Best Artist of the Year. They were high as shit. Billy. The young girl Billy, she was high as hell.
And she was speaking on hip hop the other month too.
She was, you know what I'm saying? She was high as hell, but she didn't get a bad press for that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But if an artist like, say, DaBaby or
Drake,
who was high during the interview, and she made some crazy remarks
about hip hop.
About hip hop, but in that particular interview, which was
you watched it,
a Grammys interview, she was like, "It's so disgusting. If you write your thank you speech, that's so disgusting. Like, who does that?" And she was just going in. Let any other artist in hip hop realm, or any artist in hip hop speak like that, and we get a backlash. So we're most definitely under a different spotlight, and what's displayed or what's continuously spoke on always has a negative connotation to it. Like it always has that feel. So we also have to be careful about the information that's relayed, but at the same time, we as hip hop, we have a responsibility for our shit. Yeah, we do, and we gotta own that. We basically gave up our shit. Yeah. We don't run our shit, man. Which is probably why they can shift the narrative how they want. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what... And that leaves us lost. You know what I'm saying? It leaves us lost. So, for this hip-hop thing of ours. I mean... Especially if you're going into... It's dangerous, man. I think being a rapper, like... Oh, yeah. We could segue into that. Yeah. There was a statement made about it's more dangerous to be a hip-hop artist than going a rapper, not hip hop artist, because rappers be dying in their hood and they not even on. Yeah. But being a rapper than being a soldier in the army, U.S. All right, I get where Jim Jones was going with that, but dog, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. I'm not ducking grenades and tanks. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Bombings and all that. AK shots. Everywhere you step, son, you gotta watch. Yeah. Can blow up. Yeah. I'm not doing that. I'm not stripped away from my. But I do get what he meant by the seriousness of, between jealousy, envy, hate. We don't know the backstories of a lot of artists who come out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can get signed right now. And in LA and Chicago, they look at me like, "Oh man, this kid just came out," but they don't know the background of my beefs in the neighborhood, or the stuff that I may have done that people haven't forgot, or forgiven me for. And now I'm on a platform where they like, "This motherfucker now he doing this," and it just stimulates the conflict. So there's a lot, and 90% of hip hop artists, we come from a street background. If we're not in the street, we live where the streets are. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of that background travels, but then there's some that want to take it with them. We do everything in the world to leave this background or to gain more of this background, and not even take it with them in a negative way. Because like Nip was somebody who was doing it, trying to do it positively and build up his neighborhood or his streets. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always a negative thing if you want to take the hood with you. It's not. But you got to know when to separate. Even in the Nipsey Hussle's situation, that's a good example of you got to set the boundary. Yeah. Even though you're in there wanting to do, right by your hood and show that, there's no detachment to your hood. That's how you personally feel. You still got a personal responsibility to yourself and your loved ones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He died in the very place where he was representing.
Yeah.
You know
Right
what
in
I'm
front of
saying?
his store.
In his hood, in front of his store, in front of his employees, where he grew up and lived is where he died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Damn.
it's sad because
Yeah.
he could have left,
Right
open
back
that
to-
shit up in
Dipped. Yeah.
Hollywood and
Yeah.
go to Atlanta or
Yeah.
something, you know, go to these hot spots, go to Miami, set up
Yeah.
shop, and then they would have called him what?
Hollywood.
Sold out.
How you call it Hollywood?
He Hollywood and he left and all that.
Yeah.
But there is a certain level of resistance and space that you have to have
You got to.
when you excel.
You got
That phrase, money changes people, is a very interesting phrase because it doesn't necessarily mean it changed you for getting money.
Nah.
It changes the people
around
looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you have
Looking
to
at
be
you
careful.
and around.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
So you gotta be very careful about, you know, your circumstances, your situations, you know, once you make some certain level of success or acceleration
Yeah.
into. So that saying that, back to the Jim Jones, I get what he was saying about, you know, how, you know, the artists and how the streets are so associated with the lifestyle. But I think it was a little extreme to say.
It was. I mean,
it's
I
more
would-
dangerous to being a soldier.
I would say being something that was probably close to that. And I think Remy was saying, I think it's more so being black. If you want to do that for a better, like, cause we're at war every day.
Yes.
Being black, like as a rapper, it's only a handful of people who gets that.
Yes, and
energy.
the loom
we at
around
war.
hip hop and the magnifying glass that they hold on hip hop
Yeah.
stems from the black culture as well. You know what I'm saying?
Because it is a black culture.
It is a black culture. Not saying that it's resistance to
anybody
any
else.
other culture, but
minorities.
it's
our
a black
thing.
culture.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a black culture. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It'll be rare you run across someone of a black descent that doesn't listen to rap or,
Yeah.
or into hip hop.
'Cause everybody
I
on
mean,
that shit now.
down to our fashion,
Yeah.
you know, down to our language, down to the way we display and show ourselves.
Know what I'm talking about?
Don't mind him, please.
Dreamville.
Don't mind him.
Fiends.
Don't
getting my
mind
shit
him.
up.
Don't
my
mind
Puff.
him.
My Puff 96.
He's still wet
shiny
behind the
jacket.
ears. This boy here.
Yo, why you being a hater, bro?
Get some Q-tips.
My Foley right here.
He got the Foley.
You got the Rolly with the Foley. I'm done,
Yeah, you
man.
stupid.
I'm done. All right, but go
But-
ahead. Nah. But I felt where he was trying to go at with it. It just, Jim probably was high. Like, you know, like, that's your man. You
Yeah.
be in the studio with him.
One
But
time.
Jim was
one
probably
time.
high or something. But I got where he was trying to go at with it. Like, yo, being black is a war. Like, right after you get out the womb, it's on. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So,
Yes.
and I get him. It's a duality. The black experience is that. So, I mean, granted, yes, it's not like overseas in war, but shit, having the same people who are meant to protect you at war with you, that shit is.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit's scary.
I agree with you 100% on that.
That's
my dude.
scary. And then even growing up in the same hood and this self-hate, and you don't even know it, but society paints that for y'all to, they throw you in the projects in the hood, on top of each other.
It's
cops
fueled.
in the- yeah.
It's fueled.
So it's
fueled.
like,
it's a
damn.
mentality that is fueled, and then it gets passed down through generations,
Yeah.
and then we don't even understand why.
What's going on? Like,
why I'm beefing with the building down the block.
I don't even own that building. Like, at my
Shit, I don't
block.
even live on that building. I don't even live in
Yeah.
this building that I'm in front of.
This my man,
This
though.
is my man house. You know, I just be here, so now I got to be with you.
Yo,
But, you know,
it's sad.
Those things like that are, you know, passed down through tradition, and when I say tradition, I don't mean it in a good sense.
Nah.
I just mean in the pattern of
Traditional,
behavior that is passed down
Yeah.
through generations, and it's sad, man.
It's a part of slavery.
It is.
know what I
It
mean?
stems from.
Stems from that.
I mean, a lot of the things that happen in our culture stems from slavery. As much as people are like, oh, here goes, they want to play the slavery card.
we're just being 100
It's just the
Truth.
truth. It's the truth, and I think a whole entire show should be dedicated
to what
to that topic.
effects, yeah.
to that topic because
The aftermath.
it's a serious topic, and we got some real deep perspectives
It'd be a good therapy for us as a culture, as a people.
to talk about it.
Yeah, to talk about
To
it.
talk
Instead
about
of us going to somebody in Manhattan
Yeah, I
paying
agree.
$50 an hour, $100 an hour
I
for
agree.
that. So, you know.
But one thing I wanna segue off, and probably
You
we
gonna
could
be
close out.
tomorrow's your birthday. We
No,
know, bro.
not even that. This coronavirus.
Yes.
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 It's getting shows shut down. Basketball talking about they're gonna have a game where no fans are gonna
in
be
that
there.
motherfucker.
I'm on the fence with it between you know, the fear factor in the community.
Yeah.
I know it's something that actually happened. There's cases that are popping up.
It's like 76 in New York already.
76 in New York.
State of emergency.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but I do still think they play off the fear factor.
Yeah.
On the people. I mean, every year there was something new. Ebola, swine flu, Zeke,
and
all kind of stuff.
It's symptoms. It's not the thing. It's just symptoms of what it could be. It's probably not the corona.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's
and then it's like, all right,
72
in New York. How many people died from the flu in New York this year? You know what I'm saying? Like those numbers.
They don't mention the flu.
Yeah, those numbers are iffy. Like if you want to say the threat, you know what I'm saying? There's a high. I don't know the actual numbers, but I think there's a high number of people who died from the flu. And we kind of look at the flu like, all right, cool.
Barely get shot.
You know like, I don't even get flu shots.
Me either. And I never got the flu.
Even do 'em.
God, keep that going for me.
But I would say to everybody out there, be safe.
Please
Regardless, be safe.
Please do.
You
Wash your hands.
If you got those masks, make sure they the N90.
The real ones.
Yeah, the real joints.
That's going to really prevent it from into you.
Yeah, people walking around with the one that don't do nothing.
Even work.
Don't even work, bro.
Yeah,
don't even work. But be safe. I mean,
and also this is crucial. This is what they don't want to tell you. This is what they don't want you to know.
My man about to give you a secret.
After you wash your hands,
tell him. Go ahead, son.
Don't be afraid to put lotion on. Don't be too lazy to put lotion on. We can't walk around here with the coronavirus and being ashy. So please, as a people, if you have darker tone, please lotion up after you wash them hands.
Anybody watching this on live or from our videotaping, please excuse the young boy.
No,
he's from the South.
This is a serious
He's from the South.
This is a serious issue, bro.
Leave him alone. I'll talk to him after the show.
If y'all want to be ashy, hey, man. But please be safe on a serious note.
Serious note, everybody be safe. Take whatever precautions you have to. If you have kids, your family members, that's very important. Whether it's propaganda or not, it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Again, if anybody got any comments or any suggestions of things they want to hear us talk about and ramble about, joke about,
let us know.
Or even go back and forth
let us know.
Let me know. Comment, reach out to us and let us know. We'll love to tackle whatever comes our way. Yeah. And we'll answer any questions, any topics you throw at us. We most definitely will get out to you and shout you out as well.
Real talk.
But I guess that's
It's been real.
It's been real today.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, I'm a little burnt out. I'm still fighting this cold, so it was a little struggle for me.
Real G's don't get sick. You know how we do, son. You know what I mean?
With that, I'm supposed
that's my thing of
he's sincere revenge.
Sincere Carolina. Yo, cause we gotta do that.
Sincere Carolina. This is old school, new school. And we out.
We out, son.
Yo, you an idiot.
Nah.